and another time, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, in that part of the world where you are. And you're going to listen to us here. And my name is Mama Glow, and I invite you to my channel here, as we going to have a guest here who is called Dr. Althea Williams. Yes, can you introduce yourself, Doctor? My guest.
Hello guys, as she said, I'm Dr. Williams, and I have a channel on YouTube. Actually, the channel is a family channel, and my husband and I both share that channel. Since I'm here in Kenya now, you're seeing more content from, you will see more content from Kenya. However, we put different things on the channel when I'm there in Florida. And so it's the Williams Family Vlogs TV, guys. Again, it's the Williams Family Vlogs TV, meaning the Williams Family Vlogs TV. And that's it. Visit our channel. We invite you to do so and watch our videos and like and share our videos and leave a sweet comment on our videos and subscribe if you have not already done so. We would appreciate it very much.
Yes, as she has said, she's Dr. Althea Williams. Dr. Althea Williams, you said that you come from?
I'm originally from Jamaica, and let me just clarify, I am a doctor in theology, study of the Bible. Both my husband and I, we're not medical doctors, guys. We're missionaries, and we have our doctorate in theology. So we're not medical doctors. I just want to clarify that. Okay.
So yeah, you said that you're in America, and originally you're from?
Originally from Jamaica, the island of Jamaica. That is the most popular place where people are headed to these days, and it's popular on the YouTube streets. Everybody seems like all the YouTubers, lots of YouTubers, let me make a correction, have been traveling from Africa and even from Israel and different parts of the US and the UK to visit Jamaica. So it's pretty popular on the YouTube streets now. Yeah.
Okay. So are Jamaicans, are they African like us, or are they mixed tribes, or they are more of blacks?
Jamaicans are predominantly from the black race. However, there has been a mixture there because of the history of Jamaica. Of course, the slaves were taken from Ghana,
Yeah.
and they also came from different parts of Africa, but they were all taken to Ghana, and from Ghana they left, and many of them ended up in Jamaica. And we in Jamaica, we've been very educated in our school system on where our ancestors are from. So we know what tribes ended up in Jamaica. The Ashanti and the Coromantee tribes of we're the Ashanti. The Ashantis, they came from Ghana. I think most of them are in Ghana.
Yes.
The Ashantis, but also the Coromantes, also that tribe of slaves also got shipped. and they went to Jamaica. So that's the tribes that we have there, the Ashanti and the Coromantee. And we also have intermingled with the other races of people that have been taken there. For example, from China, the Chinese went there as indentured servants many years ago because of the political upheaval that was going on in China back many years ago. A lot of them flee to Jamaica as indentured servants. So they have opened businesses in Jamaica. They've embraced the culture, the people. Some of them have intermarried with. So you'll find a lot of Jamaicans with some Chinese in their bloodline, myself included. So my grandmother's, my father's mother is, I think she's half Chinese, So, and then we have some Germans that have moved there. The Germans used to go on vacation there years ago, and they fell in love with it. And those that fell in love with it decided not to go back to Germany. So we have a part in Jamaica called the Germantown. Yeah. And you'll see the children and children of those German folks living in Germantown. In Germantown, you find a lot of light-skinned blacks there, light whites there, but they're tan, they're very tanned. They're brown, but they're whites. They're Germans that have, when the Germans went, they predominantly stayed together and married each other. So they never really was big on going outside of their race. So you still find the white Jamaicans there, but they're Germans. They're from the German bloodline,
So,
and we have Indians there. I mean, you've asked me a question, I'm trying to answer.
it's okay, it's all right.
Yeah. So.
Okay,
Yeah.
if I may continue. So, if I may ask, it means that Jamaica has got different races from different parts of the world who came there and settled there. So does it mean you have many tribes? You speak many different languages like we have in Kenya here or in Africa?
No, Jamaica's an island. It's a small island. And I'm happy to say that we've been blessed to have a lot of things there, even though it's a small island. We have enough food, we have enough water, we have enough rain, we have enough land, we have enough forests, we have enough beaches, you name it.
Yes.
And so it's not as big as Africa. It's a small island, but it's one of the leading Caribbean islands when it comes to the Caribbean diaspora or the Caribbean nations. Jamaica is the leading Caribbean nation. So we don't have tribes there, even though Jamaicans know what tribes they came from. The blacks in Jamaica know what tribes they came from. And when they went to Jamaica from Ghana, they encountered the Indians there. The Arawak Indians were there around that time as well. And those were fierce fighters. They were, they were the original people on the island. So then the blacks came from Africa, and they joined forces there. Eventually those Arawak Indians got sick and died out because the diseases were coming in from people coming in from other countries, you see. Christopher Columbus discovered Jamaica, I think it was in 1494. Yeah. And so he started to bring, and then we had the Spaniards that came into Jamaica as well.
Mm.
So we have a lot of Spanish influence. You'll find people there with the name Fernando, Ronaldo,
Oh, the
you know,
Fernandos.
Spanish names there.
Mhm.
And we also have a town called Spanish Town. So a lot of Spanish folks settled there.
Mm.
So we even have Jews there. We have a handful of Jews, and some of them came out from the Spanish countries, and they've settled there. So, you know,
Yeah.
did I answer the question?
Yeah, it's okay. So, from what I'm gathering from you is that Jamaica is economically, it's okay. Yani compared to Kenyan economy, because the Kenya economy, it's unbalanced, because you find that the development, yeah, you find some places are developed and some places are not, and especially you find that in some parts of Kenya, you'll find in the rural areas, yeah, they don't enjoy certain facilities like water, like electricity, but only in towns. Yeah, so economically, also education, you find that others did not enjoy that education, because even educating is a bit difficult because some parents, they cannot afford, and our education is not free really. It's not free, because you find that going up to university, it becomes impossible. Yeah. So education wise, our education, yeah, is hampered. So you find that children who start class from nursery, they don't really go up to university. So you'll find that it is imbalanced. So according to you said that in Jamaica, that it is the standard is a bit high, because you are enjoying whatever the government has put in place. Educationally, is it free education, or parents have to pay for their children?
Well, you've touched on several different topics
Yes,
there.
yes,
When I
yes.
was growing up,
Yes.
things weren't that easy.
Mm.
There was a lot of struggles, but I think during that time the island was still growing, still developing.
Mm.
We were going through political upheavals.
Mm.
Ever so often the elections would be going on, and there was a rivalry between the parties, and then we would have shortage of food, and we would have boycotts where they would boycott the foods in the grocery store, and you could only get so much, and you could only and the prices would be high. And I experienced a lot of things going, the shootings and the killings during the elections, and only the people who are living in the mountains, who actually could afford to get in their car and go about their business and return home, really had a good level of safety. The people who did not have a car and had to commute by public transportation, they were always scared during election time. And so everything was okay, except when election was approaching, shortage of food, shortage of even gas. Just it's like sabotage. The governments are sabotaging each other, and the people get caught in the middle. But as far as Jamaica, the beauty of Jamaica and being able to really enjoy life, the rivers are there, the waterfalls are there, the caves are there, and all of these things. Now, Jamaica came to a point where they realized that they have so much to offer, so much resources, that they raised up someone to actually manage the tourism industry. So it was through, first it was bauxite. Bauxite is found in certain areas in Jamaica, Not all, but up in the mountains, like you
Bauxite
see.
is a mineral.
Yes, and
Yes.
you'll find the dirt is very red, almost orange. So then you had the Canadians that came in, and they actually employed a lot of Jamaicans to work with a bauxite company there. So jobs came out of that for people, but also it was really our land was really, and the people close to the bauxite industry, they were really suffering because the red dirt come in the house. Even now they're going through still because it was shut down for many years. Now I think an American company or a foreign company has purchased the bauxite company again, and they're doing the same thing, and it's affecting the people around, and the dirt's going in the house, it's getting in their food, it's getting in their lung, it's causing problems. Yeah, right now it's causing problems because of money. So the government has sold that land or leased it to these foreigners. I think they're foreign investors from the US. Anyway, but the tourist industry has really helped us. It's the number one tourist destination in the world. They've really developed into something just great. And when it comes to entertaining their guests and their visitors, Jamaicans know how to do it. Yeah. And so our money from the tourist industry has really changed the nation. It's changed even the lifestyle of the people. It's so big now that Jamaica is no longer a poor country. It's no longer considered a third world country. It's now looked at as a very prosperous nation now. The Lord has really helped us there because of the service industry, tourism, knowing how to treat our guests. And while I'm talking about that, I think Kenya could learn something from that. As I remember, I think the Kenyan president from the past went to meet with a Jamaican prime minister to try to figure out how they could work together and how they could send a representative to Kenya to help to teach them about the tourism, how they could develop their tourism infrastructure. Kenya has a lot to offer, but Kenya is not taking advantage of their resources. Yes, they have the animals, that's good, but Kenya need to really organize. The mindset of the people need to first of all change, because when you have a visitor to your country, you cannot just look at your visitor as a what?
So we need to change our mindset.
As a bank.
We look
You
at
need to
you
actually.
So we need to change our mindset.
Yes. First of all, the mindset you need to thank God that the visitors are here and show appreciation to them, and don't let them feel scared, isolated, pushed aside because they're not bringing the bank to handout to the people. That's not what life is all about.
Be forgiven for that.
You see, but Kenya has a lot of resources where the people shouldn't be suffering.
So
financially.
Okay, if I may interrupt, I asked you about free education. Do you have free education up to university?
Okay.
Because if your economy is doing well.
Okay, when I was going to school,
yes,
I think it was very similar to the way Kenya used to do it.
Yes.
You would get to a certain age, you took an examination.
Yes.
If you pass that, then you will be accepted into the most elite high schools.
Yes, yes.
And then from there, since you're already smart enough, you can finish and have subjects where you can get a job after or choose to go to university.
Okay.
They've changed that system now. Do you know the CXC?
Yes,
You know the CXCs? Oh, you don't know of those exams?
See,
Maybe you call it
the national
exams.
Yeah, which check whether you are to go to the next
college.
to college. Yes,
Yeah.
we have.
You have those exams.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So they've changed it now in Jamaica to the
Mhm.
American system. The American system is everyone has an opportunity to go to college
Mhm.
as long as they can afford it,
Oh, yeah.
as long as they can get a scholarship
Yeah,
to
it-
pay for it.
Which is true.
They can get a combination of scholarship,
Mm.
government grant, or gifts, or their parents might have money saved up. All of that can be put together to pay for college. They can get a student loan,
Yes.
and once they're finished with school,
Mm.
they can restart repaying the
Yeah,
loan
yeah.
when they start working.
Yes, yes.
So it's not competition to get into the colleges
No.
like it used to be.
Mm.
Now, children in Jamaica can go from high school to college,
Yes.
and I think they still require, those subjects for them to pass, have so many subjects.
Yeah.
But I think it might have changed completely to the American system now, where they can go into college if they can afford it.
Mm.
And then they can even choose to go to college in Germany, in China, anywhere in the world.
Okay.
And they even partner with different colleges with different programs. And you have foreign students going there, and you have the Jamaican students going abroad. But in high school, they have private high schools. So if your parents could afford to pay for you to go to a private high school,
Mm.
you can go to a very nice private high school.
Yes.
If you don't pass your that exam
Yes.
that these kids take before they go to high school, I
Yes.
think it's the same kind of exam.
Yeah.
Their names appear in the paper, and it's a
Yeah.
big thing.
Yeah. Mm.
So at that stage now, if your child's name doesn't appear in the paper,
Mm.
then you as a parent can decide, do I want to send my child to the government secondary school,
Okay.
or do I want to send them to a private high
Mm.
school?
Yeah, we
It's the
almost-
same level pretty much, but
Mm.
the level of education that they will get, but
Mm.
one you pay for and the other one is government.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, now it's almost like ours, but yours maybe is a bit different. So, another question.
And our kids
Mm.
don't get sent away to go and live somewhere else to go to high school. That's what I noticed
Boarding
in Kenya.
school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In
boarding.
Kenya, boarding
You
school.
don't
they
have
get,
boarding.
yeah, we do.
Mm.
But you choose to
Okay.
send your child there. It's
Mm.
not a compulsory.
Okay.
You choose to send your child there.
Mm.
In Kenya, all these kids, 11, 12 years old,
Yes.
they have to go to boarding
Boarding
school. They have
schools,
no
yeah.
option.
Mm.
And that's dangerous.
Yeah, I think that one also.
They have to find an apartment, living
Yeah.
with a family they don't know,
Good.
so they could go to the
Just
school.
in, but some
Oh.
parents
Is
they
it a
choose.
choice?
Yeah, some parents they choose. So
Okay.
in Kenya. Yeah.
Oh, so it's not 100%.
Okay, now
compulsory.
that
Okay.
was education, and we have talked of your economy. Now we are going to. I'm asking you about the food. Food, which is your common. Say in Kenya we have ugali.
Our national dish is ackee and
Yes.
saltfish.
Yes.
Ackee, which is so hard to explain,
What is
similar
ackee?
to,
What is it?
it grows, it grows on a tree.
Naturally.
In a pod, yeah. It's like red on the outside. When it's
Mhm.
ready to be eaten,
Mm-hmm.
it bursts, and you'll see it, a black eye,
Mm.
three little things with a black eye, and white, the yellow meat around it is what you eat.
It's almost
It's
like
like eggs.
Cashew nut. Cashew nuts also. Have you seen the cashew nut? The tree of cashew nut. The way I think from what you are explaining. Okay, so that is it must always be in your table and most dishes.
Yeah, we make it with fish, ackee with corned beef,
Mm-hmm.
Ackee by itself,
Okay.
ackee with, what else do they make it with?
And then,
Yeah.
okay, like Kenya, we have the maize meal for ugali. You know ugali,
Yes.
which you eat with meat, you eat with
Mhm.
fish dish. With
Well, the ackee is more like a meat kind.
Okay.
So you would eat that with cassava, with sweet
Okay.
potato,
You eat
with yam.
cassava like ourselves.
Yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I just had some cassava today. I fried it.
Yesterday we bought with
I
you.
fried that thing into
Oh,
like
you-
cassava chips.
Wow.
It was so good.
So you like cassava and even
Yeah.
sweet potatoes.
Yes, yes.
Then your
Or
foods
rice,
they're
they eat it
almost
with
like
rice.
ours.
Yes, yes.
And then what about religion? Are you the religion there? Because in Kenya we have several, and the government does not restrict us from worshiping, because we have different days of worship. We have Friday for Muslims, we have Saturday for SDS, and Sunday for the rest of Christians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Well, in Jamaica, I grew up when Jamaica Jamaica's a Christian nation, and that's predominantly what it was when I was growing up. We've opened up the country to have international schools where you have students that are from other countries that can come to high school there because maybe their parents are working there, and so they come with different religions, so Jamaica has been open to other religions, like the uncommon ones there was like Muslim and Hare Krishna and Buddhism.
Yeah.
Those things those religions were introduced when we started to have parents who were from those religions that had kids that they had to send to school on the island. So Jamaica is a Christian nation, and we have under that we have a lot of Catholics and Methodists.
Yeah, we have also here.
And we also have Baptists, and we have Assemblies of Gods, and we've got Church of Gods, and we've got Pentecostals, and Jamaica just love the fire of the Holy Ghost. Now, aside from that, the Rastafarian religion, which is a cult, started now.
Okay.
But they were very small in numbers. But
Marley.
now,
There was somebody
they have-
called Bob Marley.
yeah, Bob Marley, he
It's
traveled across
like
Africa
Africa.
and introduced his music, and through his music he
Yes.
told his story,
Yes.
but also he included Bible scriptures in his music. So when he traveled across Africa, he
Yes.
basically brought the Jamaican culture to a part of the Jamaican culture to Africa. So in Africa, I think that when you say Jamaica, they think you smoke weed and
and
you
grow this.
it's all reggae music and you grow your dread, but
dreads.
that's only a small percentage of Jamaicans.
Oh, okay, that's what. Yeah, I identify Jamaica with that. Bob Marley.
And that's not Jamaicans. That's not Jamaicans 100%. You
Yes,
see,
Yes.
like I've told you, we have blacks, we have Chinese, we have Jews, we have Indians, we have other races there. You know, there are now people from Pakistan moving there.
Asians, yeah.
Yeah, so it's a melting pot. But the Rastafarian movement, now it is a movement, and so it's grown because Bob Marley took our music across, and our music was what, have you ever heard of, well, I don't know if you have.
Yes.
I think in Africa they know of Bob Marley more, but there was Baron Lee and the Dragonaires. They played calypso. So Jamaica music started out, it has a long history, but there's the calypso music, which
Okay.
also is from a Jamaican Chinese who
Okay.
started the calypso music. And then he took it to Trinidad, and the Trinidadians took over they call it Bacchanal Carnival music. So the Trinidadians took the carnival,
Yes.
the calypso music as their own, but the calypso music started in Jamaica by a Jamaican who happens to be a Chinese.
Okay.
But it was very prevalent around the time when Bob Marley was doing his reggae. So back then, the calypso music was stronger and bigger, but Bob Marley grew his following, and it got bigger when Byron Lee and the Dragonaires took their music to Trinidad. But every, I think, between February and May, between February and April, we have Carnival in Jamaica, where we go back to that music that we love so much. And the streets will be crowded with people in all costumes.
Celebrations.
And they dance into that Bacchanal to that carnival music. And they have, like the Brazilians do, like that. Some of them are practically half naked in the streets dancing, and you have the big music on the trucks and big celebration. So that's also part of the Jamaican music. We have mento, we have, it goes way back.
Okay.
I can't even remember all the different,
But
reggae came out of all of that.
Kenyans we like Bob Marley's music, and even the one you're talking, calypso.
The calypso.
Yeah, they're in Nairobi. They are played everywhere.
All right, so the calypso music is a part of our culture too.
So that's we know Jamaica for.
But Byron Lee never came to Africa. So Byron Lee is not known in Africa.
Yes.
If Byron Lee had came to Africa and introduced the calypso music, then then the Africans would know that Jamaica is also very strong with calypso music.
Okay.
But it was Bob Marley who had made enough money to
dominated,
and he came, and that's how. That's why the Africans just think that all Jamaicans are Rasta.
So there's a lot to talk about Jamaica. I see it is very interesting country you have so much in Jamaica. So for now, I don't know if I can only maybe ask you about your family, your parents, and I think we can even end after you told me about in your family where you were born, you are how many, and how you, okay. I don't know what to say, but...
I don't know what to say about my family. I mean, it's like any other family.
Okay.
I mean, I'm from a very big family, and I have a mother and a father. They're both Jamaicans. I have lots of sisters and brothers, and most of us are adults now. Most of us. I think we probably have one or two that are still in their 20s or teenagers.
Are you the firstborn?
I'm the firstborn, yes. Yes.
So as here, when you are a firstborn, you have a lot of burden to carry.
Yes.
Because from what I'm telling you, because the government does not take care of education, so you find that the firstborn, if she gets education and she gets job, then she's the one to take care of her siblings.
No, it's not like that. It's not like that in Jamaica.
The burden.
That part is different. That part of the culture is different.
Okay.
It's like America. You have a child or you have children. That child or those children, they choose whether they want to go to college or not, how far they want to go, depending on if the parents can afford it or if they want to get their own money, scholarship or whatever to take them there. It depends on what they want first, if they want to be married first and put that first before education.
Okay.
Once they reach 18, they pretty much they make their own decisions. It's not like Africa where you have, you know, like
you are working like say. Yeah, you are right because you are the firstborn. You're working, and now
one doesn't stay home to take care of the.
You assist the parents to take care of the.
Well, I did.
Yeah.
In our household, I help with the cooking. I helped with the cooking.
Cooking is normal. But then there is this other one that you have to even go and even work for people so that you bring income to assist the family.
No, not like that. No.
You don't have that.
No.
Okay,
no.
Then
you know, my parents had us and they take care of us because they had us.
And sometimes
their responsibility.
And sometimes if you're
they don't drop it on us.
See,
we didn't have the children, the parents have the children.
Yeah.
So they have to take care of their financial responsibility.
Say you are married, you are the firstborn, you're educated, you go married. Now the parents will request that you even take some of your siblings, you stay with them. You see, so you will find in a family, you'll find in a family, you have your, say I'm married, I have my own children and I have my sisters, brothers, I'm educated, they are also here staying with me so that I help them go to school, they eat
in Africa.
In Africa. So
no, once you finish school, they want to push you out and send you to go start your own life.
Okay,
that's how it.
So guys, thank you for being with us and also listening to us as we hear about Jamaica. Yes, they are part of Africa. And thank you, Dr. William, for allowing us time to hear the story about Jamaica and they continue with your work in the YouTube as a minister of God. And may God bless you and may you prosper in everything that you do. And please guys, subscribe in my channel. I'm Mama Glow. And please share because I want to grow. And thank you for the love that you've shown me. And let's continue and helping each other. And may God bless you all. Bye.